All right, in this video we're gonna do a little project. I got a couple cars here that we have to get rid of. I'm gonna apologize for the wind. It's very windy today. I got my buddy Alex here checking it out. So this Honda Civic needs a rack and pinion. We're gonna go ahead and fix this one up, and then we're gonna sell it for the channel, try to help fund some new merch and things like that, some new projects, parts. My Cobalt here needs a crank sensor. It still drives, but we're gonna go ahead and wait a little bit on this one. I got to get some other things done first. The truck here definitely needs a little makeover. I got a bunch of parts for it that need to go into the vehicle. I got some front end parts, basically the whole front end. I got some plans for a little bit of paint, just a bunch of stuff going on with the truck that need a little bit of time to get done. This Acura here, it's a 2004 Acura TL. I just got this vehicle as a vehicle to fix up and sell. The catalytic converters were stolen off of this vehicle and I got it for a good deal, so I'm gonna go ahead and put new exhaust on it, clean it up, and then sell this, and hopefully it'll fund some other projects. Like this white truck here needs a transmission. It's a really good truck, used it a lot last year. The transmission went out on me, so I think we're gonna put some of the money from the Acura into the truck and get some of these cars out of my driveway. Another project we have here, this camper, it's in really nice shape, but we don't really like the way it looks on the inside. It could be a lot better, so we're gonna do new flooring in this. We're gonna give this thing a big makeover, make it really updated, make it really nice, and then we're probably gonna take it on a camping trip at some point this year. So without further ado, I'm gonna get to work. Alex is here because he has some issues with his vehicle I need to check out as well. So we're gonna take a look under his vehicle and see what we can do about his, but we're gonna get right to it here, so stay tuned. Alex is pulling his truck in right now. We're gonna see what we got going on underneath his vehicle. Some loose front end parts. Shout out to Bloom. Yeah, buddy.
Yeah. At least it's clean.
All right, now that I got Alex's truck out of the way, figured out what was going on with his vehicle, we're on to the Acura. Like I said before, this one is just a flip vehicle, trying to get it up and going. I do have some parts here for it. This is the catalytic converter, this is the Y pipe. I don't know which one of these two is wrong, but this flange does not meet up with this flange. This pipe is much larger than this one, so I think I'm gonna start pulling everything apart, and once I get under there, maybe I'll be able to identify which one of these two parts is wrong. I have a feeling it's the cat. This looks like what I normally see under those cars, so I'll get working on it and see what I can figure out. All right, both parts are wrong. Neither of those two parts are for this vehicle, so I have two options. I can return everything, which I hate doing, it's a pain in the butt, or I can try to cut the converter that I got and weld in some pipes. I think that's the route I'm gonna try to take. I'm gonna think about it a little bit more. All right, I think I can make this work. Maybe, we'll see. So I have this new welding setup I got. I've had this welder for a long time. I didn't even know if it worked. It needed a tip, it needed a tank of argon, and it needed the cart here. I also needed a welding mask and some other various things, but turns out it does work. So I have everything I need here to weld, and I haven't used it yet to weld. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this welder and I'm going to cut up this converter. I'm gonna cut it here, and I'm gonna cut it here, and then I'm gonna get some pipe, and I'm just gonna weld this converter in to where the old one was cut out, and hopefully with some adapters or some fancy gap filling on the welder, I can make this work. So I'm gonna get to work and see what I can figure out. All right, I got some little adapters. I'm gonna try to put this little welder to work and see if it does the job. I hope it works good. You know, I'm just trying to learn here as I go, so we'll see what happens. Well, I got one piece welded up. So the plan here, I think, is to flip it around. We're gonna fit it inside here. And now I'm gonna take this piece of pipe and then come back here. I'm gonna make a mark where I need this to be cut. And then I'm gonna go back to the bench. I'm gonna weld this area here. And then I'm going to weld one of these adapters, these guys, onto the end of this and slip it over that pipe like that. And clean this area up, get it welded, get this job done. So, if I did my measurements right, I should be able to slip that on and fit this exhaust just like that. This converter is definitely in this vehicle. The only problem is I put the O2 bung up top, so that kind of sucks. I just realized that. Darn it. Oh well. It's good enough for me. It's good enough for now. Whew. Well, as you can see, I worked into the evening. I got this car done. The next step is we're gonna shine it up, clean it up, do some fluid changes, do some maintenance to it, you know, get it running just right, and this one's gonna go up for sale. I'm glad you guys hung out with me and saw how we just make some things happen when you don't have everything you need, but you get the job done anyway. Let this be a lesson to everybody that you don't give up on jobs, you just keep working. And if you keep doing that, things get done. So with that being said, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap all this stuff up out here, and I'll see you on the next one.